So I'm about to do a podcast, but before I hit record on that, there are some things that I want you to know that feel so important to share. Um, because I think some of you are tying yourself up in knots that are not necessary. Okay. You are brilliant, gifted, amazing, capable. You have had your burnout, you've had your awakening. You're in this place where you are ready to bring your magic forward into the world. You do not need another training or another certification or something else before you are good enough to do what you came here to do. Like, there are, of course, points in time where we recognize that we have a skills gap. But for so many of you, I see you hiding from your gifts and your mission under the auspices of, I just need to add on this next thing and this next thing. And it's not true, right? I feel drawn and called to dive into a whole number of things this year, right? To deepen my work and deepen my practice. But I'm not hiding from my business at the same time. And so then it's a case of really looking at, okay, so why am I not putting myself forward? Right? Because it isn't, oh, because I need this other certification. It's because I don't feel safe. I don't feel good enough. I haven't got the self-concept required at this point in time to believe that what I have to offer is sufficient, and it isn't true. Okay. Now, the way you do this work is so simple, but not easy, because the thing you have to do is look at the underlying fears, the underlying patterns in your body that are telling you you need to do more instead of being yourself, right? So that's the first thing to think about. And the second thing I just want to cover briefly is, as the dog comes in, is manifestation. Okay. Now, I'm all for a bit of manifestation. I'm all for a bit of working with the energy and the quantum field and the laws of the universe. But what we cannot do is say, I'm just going to put this out to the universe and then do fuck all else. Okay. Because you can put stuff out to the universe, but then the universe is going to send you signs, it's going to send you nudges, it's going to show you things that you then need to take action on. Okay. So I was saying in the Wealthy Witches Mastermind yesterday, it's like the story about the guy who's drowning, and he prays. He's like, God, save me. I don't want to drown. And a guy comes along in a boat and is like, get in the boat. And he's like, no, I can't get in the boat. I'm waiting for God to save me. And then someone with a helicopter comes and they're like, get in the helicopter. It's like, no, I can't. I'm waiting for God to come and save me. And he dies and he's at the gates of heaven and St. Peter. And he's like, St. Peter, why? Why? Like, I asked for help and I didn't get it. And St. Peter's like, dude, we sent you a boat and a helicopter. Right? And it's the same thing with manifestation. So do not just put stuff out to the universe, put stuff out to the universe and then take action. And then when you are not taking action, it's the same thing. Why am I really not taking action? What is it about this that feels unsafe and uncomfortable in my nervous system as I feel, on the one hand, this pull to expand and be more visible and create more money, but on the other hand, these sneaky little things are getting in the way that means I'm not doing it. Like, on a personal perspective, we can also ask me how I know about this one. We can also suddenly create all of these dramas in our personal life that need to be looked at, issues with our partners that then again distract us from doing the work. So, just my loving reminder to you, really just start to intentionally pay attention to, what are you doing? What are you not doing? What are the stories that you are telling yourself? And what needs to shift so that you actually feel safe to do the work that you came here to do and are capable of doing right now? The end.